Well, here's a poem of a sort in response to something my friend sent me, a very dear friend. And that poet wrote something, and one of the lines was, I prefer, where love's concerned, non specific anniversaries that can be celebrated every day. And this is my response. Oh, yes, yes. And I prefer to agree with the words of a poet I do not know of. I prefer to rhyme, but also prefer to not rhyme. I prefer Saturday nights to Sunday nights parting from my beloved. I prefer she stay. I also prefer she take her leave rather than ask her to stay when she's got to go. I prefer not to die on a windy day. I also prefer to not forecast the time of my departure nor the conditions under which I depart. I prefer being alive to my pain, but I also find numbness its own reward. I prefer to not feel any pain other than that of growing, and I prefer to always grow. Rather than to remain static and stunted, immune to wonder. What I prefer to, and what I do not prefer to. I prefer to not prefer at all, knowing today I might prefer blue, tomorrow burnt umber. I prefer the traffic lights to share their colors on the wet streets at night. I prefer to walk alone, but also prefer to be in the company of another. I prefer to not get stuck with somebody else's margins, but I also prefer to work with what I have at hand. Mostly, I just prefer to follow the unspoken welcome from the elevated ones, who asked only that I be me. And when I am, I prefer that to nothing else at all on offer. Now, I prefer to have a smoke. Move on to other things. I prefer preferring to think of preference as another word for love. And I prefer love above all things. So that was my response to the poet's poem of preference. Thank you.